I'm Loki Literati. This is called Nine Minds in Mine, One Tongue to Come Undone. Flirty excuses nerds groove with quick, squirrely enough to use it. Dirty music, a verbal mercenary. I'll let loose with this. Let me just dominate the stage to create for about 9 minutes, and I promise we'll all escape without limits. Every day unwinding my means like tracing sunbeams from behind the scenes to the dark of the moon, I'll set sparks to make stars swoon. No room to miss, and these crooning missives exist as crimes to lend. I am remiss of my own zen. I admit to this because of the risk of all self-made men. Propensity of a sculpted personality towards multiple anomalies, potentially brawling to absolve all of me. Earning every score, burning internal wars, make it a habit to share terror and gather it without error. I'm not sparing charity. This hasn't been therapy, but swearing all the days wild and good from childhood. The fray made me the query. Every way I learned to parry, switch my stance like a southpaw, flipping jabs with hypodermics to stab with both hands, blood from vermin to feed the needles, because from the mud and gutters I was reading and learning to stand, still ill and sticking to the stance of an outlaw. Rising out of the ground without hiding a stolen crown, beholding quick trickster clowns, spreading the sound of my verse so profound you'll be spellbound. Subconscious phonics, I'm hypnotized on it. With rhythm to ride, I scrounge, compound by the truth I choose to shoot from the hip instead of soothe insipid. I've deduced from my hellbound noose to never be fell down with abuse and ignorance and illusion, pouring from these skies like delusion in a preacher's eyes when he spreads a collusion of lies and propaganda like a blood transfusion connected to an enema, set for slaying. Oh, in high-minded conditions make me writhe and let escape my visions in a sore missive like 1984 with Orwell vicious enough to even the score. Better to be playing than praying, just saying. Disperse a verse to suture what was immersed in the future. It's a curse of conscious rhymes, kaleidoscopic minds, fiber optically combined and realigned into mind. Map this atlas and reach to beseech like Prometheus, but this one's far from divine. Find out where Faust hid his clout. At the session seemed like the best kind of time, so I signed on hard and aligned every part. For the crime of art, I didn't ask to shine. I clearly yearned to burn. Whoever found clout for my outline with much gaiety will said deity learn when I dine it becomes their turn. Blasting back with proof for sure. Betwixt a fix and errant view like the clairvoyant view scoping 2044. Get used to being used and juiced to the future, sir, and blast divine with back rhymes to get pastime like cable. Horrible disorder of words. Scorching whirlwinds of worlds like a wren to a rabel. I'm something from a fable. Smoother than Clark Gable, but true and undisguised like the Who's behind blue eyes. This condition keeps me unstable. No wishing for the remission of such addiction, but the curse is true in every fire burst. I disperse a verse to suture what was immersed in a bad fucking future. Listen close with your naughty focus like a live Kama Sutra close up. Pissed with what I saw, switched the red out for action instead. Mauled to flow, I call like a crow. Passion from my head, never again misled. Showing Noah blows flows like Krakatoa's lava-filled maw. Clever past dread. Every last fret I said was raw. Now is a good time to find what comes to fruition. Putting pen to crime with a mouth the outlaw's intuition. Mastermind the ascending lines, offending rhymes with such precision. Chaos flows under my skin. Gaia alone knows the path of my sin. Drawing my chi from deep within. Tiger's fury claws out of reach of sleep and coveted peace in the arms of Leith, shaking to dreams, waking to screams, aching with reams of revelries, devilries, reveries, fat cat, theocrats on their knees, and secretaries moaning, yes, please. None of these memories my own, so let the beast roam a little like Lilith's own riddle. And what's so wrong with my path in the middle? So strong when it's whiplash with a fiddle, but bring the composition and harmony to the supposition of liberty, and suddenly it's public exposition of my sacred ways of piracy. Well, if it's time to reposition my mainstays of anarchy, we'll begin with the exposure of the Effendi's tyranny. Lest it be egotism to decree, look inside yourself. See a glimpse of me. Ask yourself again why your woman screams loudest when she moans at her proudest. Baby, set me free.